This is WZRD Chicago 88.3 FM. Today we have with us at WZRD Brent Kado, one of the co-directors at the Chicago Comedy Film Festival. Good morning, Brent. How are you?
Hi, good morning. I'm great. Thanks for having me again.
Oh, you're welcome. So first of all, for our listeners who didn't catch our first interview, could you describe for us a little bit about the Chicago Comedy Film Festival?
Sure. Chicago Comedy Film Festival is coming up in our 8th year here on the north side of Chicago, Rogers Park. We're an international comedy film festival that features documentaries, feature films, shorts, web series, music videos, pretty much everything that in the film realm.
So for the documentaries and music videos, are they comedy related as well?
Oh yeah. Everything's comedy related, at least in one form or another. So we're always looking for great comedies, and we always get great comedies, and we're always, we're just happy to show that stuff and showcase it for Chicago. And that's one of our missions for Chicago Comedy Film Festival, is to just bring great comedy to the city that's known for comedy.
What are the areas where the films are being sent from? Are they from across the U.S.? Are they from globally?
We get global films, international films.
Mm-hmm.
For the Comedy Fest, I think, we get Australia, England, France, different places in Europe, Japan sometimes. As we talked about last time when I was on the show, we were also do Chicago Independent Film and TV Festival, and this year we had a film from China with the director actually couldn't make it due to some travel issues with our current administration, but his sister, who was living in the U.S., actually came. So yeah, we get films from all corners of the world.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Please describe your recent collaboration with the International Screenwriters Association, ISA, and ISA's Third Thursday event.
Yeah. ISA is an organization based in Los Angeles, International Screenwriters Association. One of, if not the top screenwriting groups that has really expanded into education, but also opportunities for people to do contests, and also to pitch to agents, producers, and other people that are interested in buying screenplays. So a few years back, when I lived in Los Angeles, I would go to these Third Thursday events at ISA, and they're extremely popular. Hundreds of people show up to listen to speakers and to network and just to learn more about the screenwriting industry. And they were expanding, and they're in multiple cities across the world, but they were expanding to Chicago. And I started to go to the events that they were having here, because I was doing the same thing in LA, and just talking to them. And they're looking to do more in Chicago, so they've partnered with Chicago Comedy Film Festival in the past, and they're going to continue to do that. And myself, I'm going to take a larger role with ISA for their Third Thursday events, and kind of be the coordinator of those events for Chicago. And then we'll just sort of find some synergy and do that with our other film festivals, and just bring opportunity to Chicago. That's a big part of the mission for Chicago Comedy Film Festival and our other film festivals, is to bring legitimate education opportunities to Chicago that are truly going to help people become successful in the entertainment industry, not just things that are going to sort of spin your wheels here in Chicago and do the same things over and over again with the same people. Where, Los Angeles is obviously the film capital, TV capital of the world. So partnering with ISA and bringing them to Chicago makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm. So what is the Third Thursday event?
The Third Thursday event is it's a panel event. This last one that just happened this Thursday was a great panel that included Jessica from Chicago Comedy Film Festival, Scott, one of the founders of The Onion, and a comedian whose name is escaping me, but she's does screenwriting and some TV writing. And so there was the panel, and then there's just usually like a networking event where And people can meet those panelists, but also just meet other screenwriters and writers that are working in the industry, not just Chicago, but again in Los Angeles, and writing. A lot of creative arts and practices are kind of lonely at times. It's good to get out and meet people, and writing especially can kind of be lonely. So it's a networking event. We'll be doing it this third Thursday in July at Galloway Arms in Lincoln Park, and speakers and all the activities TBA, or TBD. But we're going to, we'll be doing it then on third Thursday, Galloway Arms in Lincoln Park.
Is there any live streaming of some of the panelists speaking, so that those who cannot attend could still catch in on some of the action?
No, not yet. Sometimes they do that for their Los Angeles events, but since these third Thursdays are international, they do them in London and India and across the U.S. I think they don't really live stream them because there's more local events, and each city does their own panelists and something different. So not right now. Maybe in the future that'd be a good idea to live stream them. But we just encourage people to come out. It's free. Mm-hmm. Have a drink or whatnot, and just meet people and talk, and hopefully just learn a lot more about screenwriting in the film industry.
So it's not a union, it's more of a support group then?
It's not a union. Support group, educational, learn about the contests that are going on. Mm-hmm. Just keep up with what's going on in the industry, because again, if you're a screenwriter or a creator living in Chicago, there's a lot of opportunity, but it's also, what's happening in Los Angeles is sort of, it's obviously the epicenter of what's going on in the industry. So just to learn from people outside Chicago is really important, and that's a big thing that we like to do with our educational missions.
So our students and our listeners could join in and get advice about how to submit and where to submit, and also information about the contest. Yeah,
of course. Yeah, it's a open forum for people to come and talk. It's been the few that they've had in Chicago so far have been great that I've been to, and that we're committed to helping them grow that with their third Thursdays, but also other events that they might have. So it's a great opportunity for people to learn about submitting to contests, writing, and just getting a feel for what the industry's really like. You can't, again, as repeating the same thing, everything's happening in LA, so you can learn a lot in Chicago, but it's good to talk to people from outside of Chicago and get a sense of the industry.
So the ISA's website and also your website, does it provide any information about submitting and also about these contests, or do the viewers, the listeners and the students have to wait till the third Thursday to access this information? No,
everything's on ISA's website and on their social media accounts as well, and the same with anything involved with our film festivals. Just go to our websites or watch social media, and it's all there. And no need to wait. I think the only thing about coming to these events besides learning and education is sometimes there's giveaways and discounts and things that you can learn about by coming to the event.
And a lot of networking as well, I guess.
And tons of networking. Mm-hmm. And just, again, education and networking are the key aspects, and it's great for Chicagoans to be able to learn.
So back to the Chicago Comedy Film Festival, you have a new project that's very recent, and it's the Americans' Funniest Viral Videos. Could you describe a little bit about that for us?
Yeah. America's Funniest Viral Videos was actually a live show that we did starting back in 2010. It was a live show that we did at comedy clubs and theaters, where we would have panelists come in and show their favorite viral videos of the week and then give commentary on them. And over time, it's sort of evolved into different things. We have a lot of viral videos that have been part of our festival or that are user submitted that are up on our YouTube channel, which you can find through our website. It's just Chicago Comedy Film is the actual title of the YouTube channel, but popular channel that we have with a lot of viral videos on there. But now we're we're expanding it out into more of like a film festival, but it's just going to be a viral video film festival, which we'll be doing here in Chicago and in Los Angeles. And we'll just be showing viral videos, and users can submit through the website on the submission platforms, which is Film Freeway, Without a Box. And just submit viral videos. It's really cheap. The prices are really cheap because viral videos are short, and we're not expecting them to be, high-end productions. We just want to see funny viral videos, and we'll be showing them at the film festival and at a showcase in Los Angeles as well.
Have you ever pitched the project to a channel, like maybe a cable channel or some of the mainstream channels?
A few years back, actually, we pitched the live show concept, except not as a live show, but as a tape show with the panelists as experts and showing their favorite viral videos. And we work with a company out of Los Angeles called Collab, which manages our video content. They're one of the largest YouTube management companies in the world, and they were pitching the show around as sort of a similar to Ridiculousness or Fail Friday that was on Fox, I believe, with Terry Crews. Yeah, they actually did pitch that to a few networks as sort of a new viral video show. Unfortunately, it never got picked up.
Well, who knows? Maybe in the future it will.
Yeah, hopefully. We're always trying different things with this. Obviously, viral videos are extremely popular. People love comedy viral videos, so we're just using this as a new way to showcase a different side of comedy videos.
Absolutely. So what are your other new projects or collaborations?
We're working with ISA, and we got America's Funniest Viral Videos. We got the film festivals, which are Chicago Comedy Film Festival, Chicago Independent Film and TV Festival. Those are kind of the main things right now. We're always working on our next screenplays and our next TV projects. This fall we're going to be shooting a web series for Chicago Comedy Film Festival. That's sort of a spoof. We're spoofing ourselves and doing a web series on a film festival and kind of poking fun at film festivals, but definitely keeping a lens on poking fun at ourselves as well, because there's so many film festivals now and so many different opportunities. I think it's fun to sort of explore the multitude of voices and the multitude of personalities that are in all these film festivals.
You have a lot of insight to draw from.
Yeah, we do. And I think we're obviously a comedy festival, so we like to have fun and do comedy videos ourselves. So we're shooting a web series. We're just writing it with members of our staff and our interns and stuff are writing it together.
What is that word that you use, that you're putting together a series? What was that word that you used? I never heard of it before. Shinning or
web series?
No,
sorry.
You said that you were shinning a series or something, a spoof.
Create? I'm not sure. Sorry, I forgot. We're just creating the web series. Yeah.
Okay.
Developing it with our staff and with our interns, and then we'll shoot it in the fall or late
shooting.
Summer.
Maybe you said shooting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shooting it in the late summer, early fall, with people that we've worked with before at the film festival, alumni or students in Chicago and stuff, just to shoot a fun web series. I mean, it'll be good quality and be really funny, but we're looking to have fun with it.
Well, there probably are a lot of communications, media, and theater students at Northeastern now that once they hear about this, they want to join in. Is there any way that they could contact you and then help you and then learn from you?
Sure, yeah, of course. They can get a hold of us through the website, ChicagoComedyFilmFestival.com. There's forms on there where you can contact forms, or they can just email admin@ChicagoComedyFilmFestival.com and just say that they heard it on the radio and that they are interested in taking part. And we'd love we're going to just try to get as many people involved. There's only so many positions, so it might be a lot of people doing the same kind of work. Just shooting a web series is not going to take a huge crew, but we might just have multiple people working on the same position.
Are they unpaid positions, mostly volunteer?
Yeah, this will all be volunteer. Our goal for the web series is to use it as promotion for the upcoming festival in the fall, and as a way to just a fun way to get the word out again about the festival. And we're a 501c3 nonprofit, so volunteering and working for us is helping out the nonprofit arts in Chicago.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of experience to be gained and lots to learn. So
Sure.
could you give our listeners and our students a list of categories in which you're accepting submissions?
Sure, yeah. We accept submissions across a wide, I feel like we have pretty much everything that's out there, especially now that we have the viral video categories. Viral videos, music videos, feature films, short films, short films, music videos, documentaries, TV pilots, the thing that they call proof of concept, which is kind of a sort of maybe if you just have like a rough draft of a TV show or a film that you're working on and you just want to get it out there and show it just to get feedback. We accept those as well.
I think you had some of those at the Chicago Independent Film Festival.
Yeah, we
right?
did. Yeah, we had some TV pilots, proof of concepts at the Chicago Independent Film and TV Festival. And yeah, a couple of them were amazing. I was really thrilled to get such good proof of concepts because it just shows, the potential that people have that they can shoot something like that.
Do you know if whether any of the proof of concepts or the pilots were picked up by the networks?
Not yet. Hopefully they will be. I mean, I will definitely be following them. I know that some of our films got distribution shortly after being involved in our festival.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Is there one or two that particularly stand out that you could mention to our listeners so that they could check it out?
Oh, man, I wish I could remember which titles exactly got picked up. I know from the Chicago Comedy Film Festival, at least I can point to the Love in Merino Valley was one that was picked up, and you can find it on all the normal channels like iTunes and YouTube Red and Google Play. And then also Something Out of Nothing was a film that was at Chicago Comedy Film Festival that is the same. You can find it on all those different platforms. And so
congratulations, good work.
Yeah, congratulations to all of them that did those films. I think both those films I think are through a distribution company that's also distributing my we got a buzz there. Hopefully that's not the sound the alarms that the Trump troops are coming. That has distribution through a Chicago company called Cow Lamp Films that is distributing a project of mine, documentary that I did called Festival, which is on large-scale music festivals. So yeah, you can check that out as well on iTunes, YouTube Red, Google Play, Vimeo Pro, all those things.
Oh, it's very good to hear that you're getting so much following from all your hard work.
Yeah, definitely. We're super happy that people are enjoying our work, and we're just we're happy to be taking part in the Chicago film community, the independent film community, and just really helping people themselves grow along with us, and also entertaining people with our own projects.
So there is another collaboration that you're doing right now with Second City. Could you describe that and your project in Millennium Park with the screening of Groundhog Day tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow, first and foremost and most important, Chicago's summer film series that takes place in Millennium Park and Pritzker Pavilion. Tomorrow, Chicago Comedy Film Festival is showing Groundhog Day, co-presenting with City of Chicago and Second City Harold Ramis Film School. It's free. it's outside there in Millennium Park. One of the most beautiful. Like, I don't know. It's got to be one of the most beautiful places to watch a movie, right? I mean, you're sitting in downtown Chicago. You got the lake on one side. You got the skyline on the other side. You're outside in beautiful evening and watching a great classic film like Groundhog Day. So yeah, that starts at 7 p.m. tomorrow night downtown. Come on down. You'll be joined by thousands of fellow Chicagoans that'll be coming in for that. And yeah, so to back up to your earlier question about Second City, we've worked with Second City. Our co-director and founder, Jessica, is a Second City Conservatory alumni. So we've worked with Second City for a long time with the film festival, and they've helped us in different ways. And most recently, in the past few years, Harold Ramis Film School, which is at Second City, has been a big supporter and presenter during Chicago Comedy Film Festival. And Harold Ramis Film School is a unique venture through Second City, it's the only comedy film school in the country, at least that I know of. I'm pretty sure that's an accurate statement. And it's a more short-term film school. I don't want to call it like a trade school, but I guess it is like that. It doesn't have the cachet as like a trade school, like it's devalued education or something, but it's short term. You can get through it in a shorter amount of time and just focus on comedy filmmaking and comedy film writing. And they're doing great things. Obviously, it's in part of Second City, so you're part of one of the big great networks of comedy in the country. And so yeah, Harold Ramis Film School has been great. I encourage anyone that's looking to really specifically get into comedy filmmaking, comedy film writing, comedy video producing to look at Harold Ramis if you want to get an education to sort of not only further your craft, but down the road also be something that'll look great on a resume to get a job. And so yeah, we're so happy to be working with Second City and Harold Ramis Film School.
Well, I see that Jessica had a connection already with Second City, but what is your advice for students to get collaborators?
Yeah, and that's the great thing about film and TV and independent film and TV. And this doesn't matter if you're in Los Angeles or New York or Chicago or Austin or wherever. People want to collaborate. People want to work together when you're just, doing something independently, DIY. I mean, my advice is just to get out there and, first of all, check out some of these organizations that you want to work with. Do you want to work with Second City, or do you want to try to work with, an advertising company that might be doing something, or another independent film company that's working on projects? I think first find those things, go to their events, go to, just the different mixers, the different networking events like the ISA Third Thursdays, anything like that. And then after you do that and meet some people, just get involved, get yourself out there, try a few things. It might not be exactly what you like doing, and you might not need to move on and do something else and try something else. But I mean, I myself have volunteered and worked on all sorts of different projects and continue to. It's it's the way you learn. It's the way you meet new people. And if you're young, I think you should just, there's plenty of opportunity like that in Chicago just to get out. People want help. They want bodies. They want minds to help them. So I think, yeah, my advice would just be to get out there and do it first of all. But look at what you're doing. Don't just blindly go into things.
So is there a volunteer experience that you had, or a collaboration that you had other than with ISA and with Second City that particularly stands out to you, so that you could describe it and then inspire our listeners?
Yeah, sure. Early on in my career, I think that I sort of just jumped into making things myself, and that was great. But I know specifically moving to Los Angeles as a newbie to Los Angeles, I was constantly working for free as a production assistant on projects for friends or just things I would find on Craigslist or whatever. And one of the first things that I did out there was work on a student film for a USC student. It was his master's thesis, and great. For me, it was a great learning experience because it was one of the first or second weeks I was in Los Angeles, and just learning about the city, how to get around, but also just working on a set like that in Los Angeles. Not much different than in Chicago, but just being able to learn that. And actually, we've met people on there that I run into all the time, and even some of them back here in Chicago now that I didn't even know worked on that project, because it was a pretty large student film project that he was doing. He got a grant, so he had money to hire crew and stuff. That I'll run into them here at an event and be talking, or sort of like, oh, I recognize you from Los Angeles or whatever. Yeah. And one thing leads to another, and we realized that we worked on that short film in 2014 together. And yeah, it's just amazing that these collaborations, these volunteer opportunities, how they can lead to something 4 years, 8 years, whatever increment you want to go into the future, that you can, it cycles back and you meet those people again and you have a connection. It's just great to have connections.
Okay, so what is the date of the Chicago Comedy Film Festival?
The exact date. Wow. It's the second weekend of November.
Okay.
I guess I don't have the exact days. And it's the second weekend, meaning we might, during that week too, we might have some events on Thursday, especially with ISA and other things. But yeah, second weekend of November. So still a ways off. We actually still are open for submissions until July 1st, so a few more days. So if anybody has got a comedy project that they want to submit, please get on our website and submit those. And we'd love to.
Could you repeat the website name, Brent?
ChicagoComedyFilmFestival.com is where you can find us. Also on all social media, Twitter, Facebook, and we're on YouTube as well. So yeah, find us there.
Okay. Thank you so much, Brent Kado of the Chicago Comedy Film Festival.
Yeah, thanks again for having me.
You're welcome.